America is facing a crisis. It's not a financial crisis or a military one. It's a crisis of trust. Americans are losing faith in the institutions that have long held our society together. Two institutions stand out: the media and the government. These are pillars of a functioning democracy, yet trust in both has been declining for years. This essay will explore the reasons behind this decline and its potential consequences. This lack of trust is deeply concerning. A healthy democracy relies on informed citizens who trust their institutions. Without that trust, it becomes difficult to address challenges and move forward as a nation. The decline of trust is a complex issue with no easy solutions. However, understanding the factors driving this trend is crucial. Only then can we begin to rebuild the trust that is essential for a thriving democracy. The future of America may depend on it. The statistics paint a bleak picture. According to Gallup, only 31% of Americans trust mass media. This is a historic low. This distrust is widespread. It cuts across age groups, education levels, and geographic locations. The decline has been gradual but consistent. It reflects a growing sentiment that the media is biased, inaccurate, and out of touch. This trend has serious implications. When people lose trust in the media, they are less likely to be informed about important issues. They may also be more susceptible to misinformation and propaganda. The decline of trust in media is a threat to the very fabric of our democracy. The media plays a crucial role in holding those in power accountable. It also serves as a platform for diverse voices and perspectives. When trust in media erodes, so too does our ability to engage in informed debate and make sound decisions as a society. The decline of trust in media is not uniform across the political spectrum. There's a stark partisan divide. Democrats are far more likely to trust the media than Republicans. In fact, 54% of Democrats say they trust mass media. In contrast, only 12% of Republicans say the same. This partisan gap is wider than ever before. This divide reflects the increasing polarization of American society. People are increasingly living in echo chambers. They primarily consume news and information that reinforces their existing beliefs. This makes it difficult to find common ground and have productive conversations across party lines. The partisan divide in media trust is a symptom of a larger problem. It's a symptom of the breakdown of civil discourse and the rise of hyperpartisanship. This divide makes it challenging to address pressing issues that require bipartisan cooperation. It also contributes to a climate of distrust and animosity. Section 4, the 2024 election, fueling the flames of distrust. The 2024 election cycle further deepened the distrust in media. The campaign was highly contentious. It was also awash in misinformation and disinformation. Both sides accused the media of bias. They claimed the media was promoting the opposing candidate. This constant barrage of accusations eroded public trust even further. The rise of social media also played a role. Platforms like X, formerly Twitter, and Facebook became breeding grounds for misinformation. False or misleading information spread like wildfire. This made it difficult for people to discern fact from fiction. The 2024 election highlighted the fragility of trust in the digital age. It also demonstrated the power of misinformation to influence public opinion. The after effects of the election continue to cast a shadow. They serve as a stark reminder of the challenges facing American democracy. Section 5, TikTok and the news: a new generation's information source. The way people consume news is changing. Social media platforms are becoming increasingly important sources of information, particularly for young people. TikTok in particular has seen a meteoric rise in news consumption. 17% of US adults now get their news from TikTok. Among those under 30, that number jumps to 39%. This trend has raised concerns about the spread of misinformation. TikTok's algorithm is designed to show users content they are likely to engage with, regardless of its accuracy. This can create echo chambers where users are only exposed to information that confirms their existing biases. While TikTok can be a source of news, it's important to be critical of the information encountered on the platform. Verifying information from trusted sources is crucial. The rise of TikTok as a news source highlights the changing media landscape and the challenges of combating misinformation in the digital age. Section 6. Trust in government, from local roots to federal skepticism. Distrust in America isn't confined to the media, it extends to the government as well. However, there's a clear distinction between trust in local and federal government. Americans have significantly more trust in their local and state governments than in the federal government. According to Gallup, 67% of Americans trust their local government. For state governments, it's 55%. But when it comes to the federal government, trust plummets to just 34%. This disparity likely stems from several factors. Local and state governments are seen as closer to the people. They're often perceived as more responsive to citizens' needs. The federal government, on the other hand, can feel distant and bureaucratic. This difference in perception contributes to the gap in trust. The low levels of trust in government have significant consequences. It can lead to cynicism, apathy, and decreased civic engagement.